Okay, what's going on, guys? It's me, Simon. Today's topic, today's point of interest: friends after high school. I got a lot to yap about. But first things first. To those of you who've seen More The Kill's second channel, it's literally just a guy just sitting there playing Siege and yapping about like life lessons or philosophies or whatnot. And like, I don't know, man, maybe it's just me, but he's like the last genuine Siege YouTuber ever. You know? Like I used to watch a shit ton of like Skittles, but I don't know, I feel like it just gets a bit repetitive after a certain amount of time. You know what I mean? And it was just super refreshing seeing the kill, who literally lost his charm by the way, just sit there and yap about whatever he wants. But yeah, I've been feeling mad inspired as of late. And thought I might as well do the same, you know? Been needing to make videos forever. So might as well just play Siege. Record some shit while I'm at it. So that is the straightest line ever. But yeah, today's topic. Friends after high school. So to those of you who've like already like graduated like university or like high school, you probably know what I'm talking about, but like I feel like there's two ways your life could go after high school. Either A, you join a shit ton of clubs and you're like a social butterfly or whatnot. You're chilling. Or you go to class, you go home, and that's your day. Shot every count. Is that on repel? I'm not gonna shot that. This guy below. Still someone on the roof. But in my personal experience at least, like 90% of the people I used to talk to in high school just disappeared. Like bit by bit, like you stop talking to this guy, then you stop talking to that guy. Before you know it, your entire old friend group is just gone. Hold on. Just gotta get a move on. Okay. But I feel like I don't even know, man. I couldn't even tell you a reason why I stopped talking to these people. Like I don't really think we outgrew each other. We didn't have a falling out. I'm assuming it's just we were never really that close to begin with, you know? That's kind of sad to say, but that when you were not in close proximity with the same people you've been friends with for like 3 years, like you don't bother, then they don't bother, then it's just this positive feedback loop of no communication, and before you know it, y'all are just 6 months deep with not a single text. But there is a positive though. There is a positive. But I'm in my second year, going into my third year now, and I feel like I've lived the college experience enough to tell a bit from every perspective. Like for the first 2 years of uni, I was in a club. I was chilling. I was like seeing people, But then, like, the moment you kind of leave that, like, the past 6 months has been just slow. And, like, I kind of just, I go to class, I go home. That's my day. You know? And I go some days where I genuinely talk to no one but my family. But, like, some people, I think, some people would be fine with that, though. You know? Some people be fine with that. Like, there's no... Hold on. Oh, he's office. Wait. Am I tripping? Where did that guy just repel in from? What's that? Wow, they just all died, I guess. But there was a question that somebody asked me a while ago, and they said, "What the fuck? What's just?" Okay, but they asked me, it's like, Simon, what would you define as a friend? Right, and I kind of just sat there and I was like, what kind of fuck ass question first and foremost is that? And I just realized that we were gonna force the rotate and leave the whatever, man. But they asked me, what would you define as a friend? And I didn't really have an answer for them because at the time I was just like, fuck, like whoever I vibe with, I guess. And I didn't really have like a concrete idea of that. And they asked me, like, how would you quantify a vibe? You know, like, how do you know your friends and not acquaintances? And wow, we're just feeding this guy. But since then, like, I've asked a couple people this question, and I feel like nobody's really given me like a solid, concrete answer. And it's always along the lines of like, oh, someone I'm willing to go above and beyond or put effort for without the expectation of anything in return, or just someone I fuck with, or someone I hang out with or talk to X amount of times and Y amount of time that passes. And to me, at least, I don't know. It's like one of those things where, like, are you even like meant to quantify this sort of thing? Because for me, at least, like, I have like a childhood friends who I've literally barely spoken to in the past like 3 years. But if we were to reconnect, or when we did reconnect, it was kind of like nothing even happened at all. You know what I mean? Like, what about situations like that? You know, like I would still call like people who don't really talk that much friends if you click that much, you know. Well, why are we here? But it's, again, I feel like it's one of those things where it's just a feeling, man. Like the moment you try to quantify it, make it like some value, is the moment you kind of lose out on the beauty of it. You get what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. You tell me. Whatever. Okay. 3 on 1 door. We'll take it. Okay, there's no one spawning rooms. So this team just doesn't reinforce, man. It's white repel. Please. Oh. Okay. Almost through that. One more. That's hookah. It's gonna push me, right? Is he leaving? Hello? Okay, whatever. But it's kind of funny though, because the person that asked me this question, not friends with him anymore. But wow, I lose that. But I've thought about this one question, and I've thought about them like quite a lot these past couple of months. It's just because I've never really had like a good concrete answer, like most of the people I've asked this to. But we're gonna do something. Hello. 40 seconds and we're hacking every cam. Alright. They're doubles. I believe in my team. Surely. Surely. Okay. Okay. We'll take it. But complete side note, but I've kind of been wanting to make like videos for the longest time. Like I remember back like when I was a young jid, when I was a kid, you know, and one of the first things I taught myself was how to video edit. And this is like years and years ago, so I forgot everything. But like I remember growing up like watching a bunch of Let's Plays from like Dan TDM, Markiplier and shit like that. And I was just like, damn, I get to play games all day and make money. Like I don't know, man. That shit was the most like I wouldn't say inspirational, but eye-opening like discovery that you could actually make a living doing whatever the fuck you wanted. Like it was all good and fine and dandy till you hit high school. Then everybody's all like, oh, I need this average to get into this university. And I need to get into this university so I can get into that master's program and get into this job. It's such a headache, such a waste of energy, I feel. And for me at least, like in my experience, like when I hit high school, I wanted to be a lawyer. You know, I was that guy. I was doing everything I could possibly do, studying super hard. I was like I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna defend people in court, you know, because that's cool. But I don't know. I feel like once you learn that like you're not really interested in something, that or law for me was one of those things where, not just for me actually, in general, is one of those things where if you want to get into it, you need to full send it. You can't just half-ass it, you know, you gotta like... Oh. Walk in. Oh my god. I'm ass. I'm ass. I'm ass. Okay, whatever. But then like the moment the moment you hit a point where you realize, or you find people who are like like-minded and who are going to the same or following the same career pathway as you, and you get hit with like the damn, I'm not built like these people. You know, these guys are fucking crackheads. You know, like this is all they want, and they're willing to shoot people for it. Like those are the people that maybe kind of realize like shit, dude. Maybe I'm not cut out for this shit. But I mean, like, to be fair, I'm still young. I still have time, and everybody tells me that. But like when you're in uni and you're halfway through a degree, and everybody else is like on the fiend for internships and jobs and experience, and not knowing what you want to do is just GG, bro. It feels like it's GG. But to be fully honest, like, I think this goes without saying, but like for people like me, people who just don't, who have a goal, but they aren't sure if they're fully into said goal, I think it's important that you don't be discouraged, that you understand that you're not falling behind, that you're not like slow for not being able to do it or competing with other people, but and also like nobody ever runs out here. I think I'm fine, but I think it's just a peculiar feeling because you just don't really have that, or at least for me, I don't really have that sense of direction that I've always had, that other people would describe me as having as well. But do I just follow this in? Do I trust him? Wow, it's castled off. Okay, I'm just gonna burst this. Wow, we were just running it down, huh? Okay. Wow. I don't know what we're doing, but it's working, so whatever. Ooh. Okay. Goddamn. But okay, this is like not on topic anymore. But maybe we should ban the castle actually. But back to the friendship thing. I feel like the best answer you could have to that is actually no answer. Because okay, hear me out here. Think about it. Right? If you're somebody who sits there in your free time, don't me actually, but if you're somebody who sits there in your free time and you're just thinking about like, oh, does this person that I just met or that I've known for a couple months meet my qualifications for being a friend? Like that is not something normal people should be doing, you know? I feel like when somebody is close enough and knows you well enough to be your friend, you'll know. And I think it's more than just a feeling. You know, I think it's a collection of actions, or or the addition of a bunch of conversations that you guys have had with each other that show you who this person is, you know what I mean? That they're willing to learn alongside you, grow alongside you. And like I understand you. You know what I mean? But I think friendship after high school is probably one of the biggest shifts you'll experience in your life when it comes to who your friends are. Because like for most of the people that I've met, at least, like when they graduate, they stop talking to. Okay, got it. Taco blowing himself up. But I think most people like learn for themselves a thing or two about the people around them, and they learn who truly cares about them, you know, and who they truly care about, or like both ways, you know. And I think, hold on, surely there's nobody in blue here. Where is this guy? Hello? Can I just walk in? What the fuck? What the fuck? Wow. This guy's down. Oh. Okay. Oh, why is everybody 60 FOB? Okay, maybe we don't need closing thoughts. Maybe we have time for more. Not that I have anything more to say. Damn. Maybe I'm just Buns. High key. Son, I'm crying. Son, I'm crying. Damn, that's supposed to be it. You know, like, that's supposed to be it right there. Damn. We're not following that script. But shit, man, maybe I'll just talk about the game. Let's talk DMRs. They gotta nerf this shit, dude. It takes like what? 6 bullets to shoot down a door. 2 bullets to kill. Like to the body from any range. Like, fuck, man. Can't really ask for much better than that. But I feel like I don't see enough people like banning just straight DMRs. You know what I mean? I feel like on most maps people still shoot for utility, which is like what Siege is meant to be played, or the way the Siege is meant to be played. But I still think shit like this, dude. You can just sit on a pixel and just tap people. Just 60 plus damage. It's just not balanced, man. Hold on, let me lock in. It's not white. What the fuck are they doing? Wait. What the fuck? This guy repelled upside down? Whatever, man. Nobody on hookah. Where is this guy repels? That is amazing. Just gonna get my ass back into it. Okay, it's shit like this where you just sit on a pixel. Ooh. We have case. Wait, I didn't even. Oh, please, is someone white peek me? Come on. Okay, last one should be outside, I think. Okay, that's that. Is that game? That is not game. Well, I guess y'all are stuck with me for a bit longer. Oh, there was something I wanted to talk about. Solid Snake. Dude, people have been glazing the fuck out of Solid Snake like he's the next coming of Christ or some shit. I don't think he's gonna be that good. Like, maybe that's a hot take, but I think he's gonna be, like, okay in solo queue. Like, okay, granted, I don't even have him unlocked, so I can't really say shit, but I think he's gonna be good in solo queue for when you need to run in the building and roam clear, and you don't have teammates giving you comms with drones. But when you get to the higher levels, man, like, people have good drone work. You know, they aren't just gonna run around the map, guns out, blindfold over the heads. You know, they're gonna know where you are. But I feel like when you don't have comms, like, that scanner is, like, I don't know if y'all have played Destiny, but it's literally wall hacks. Also, another hot take. I think the F2 it's stronger, but it's not meta. Like, I can't name a single situation where I would, actually maybe one, but I can't really name any position where I would take the F2 over, like, 417 on Twitch, you know? But, like, sure, it's, like, more flashy. Sure, it's more fun, quote unquote. But in terms of competitive viability, bro, like, yeah, let's lock in. Let's be so for real. Should be good. Is there one in Master? Or am I tripping? Are they aware of my presence? Oh my. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, I wasn't tripping. Oh, he just swings me. Okay. Please. Please get me out. I don't want to be in this lobby anymore. Oh, it's GG. Surely. Surely. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. I'm over it. Okay. GG's, everybody. Peace out. See you later.